Alright guys, welcome back to the Let's Play. I have spent a good 10 hours off camera doing some stuff, chiseling away, trying to get the lantern shop finished. So let's have a quick look and see what I've been getting up to. Okay, so I've changed up the front a little bit here. It was far too busy. So I took some of the chiseling away and I've added like a door frame, a Japanese style temple gate slash thing. I don't know what to call it, to be honest. Also added some lanterns and some rope beams to kind of make it look like they were hanging because they wouldn't connect to the block. But it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better. It's not the best. I could make these designs better, but I've spent way too much time on this thing. Probably like 40-50 hours in total to get this to where it is. And the inside is mostly done. I've added some cool little pixel art paintings. I really like this fish one. There's another one here, like a Japanese, what's it called? Cherry blossom tree thing, with like some mountains in the background. It's not great. It could definitely do with some improvements, but I've spent far too long on this. Also, these window frames, the windows are slightly different. It's basically this. I've tried to copy the shoji doors and then added a little beam for like an extra windowsill here. Got a little counter, we've got small chillin', and the bookshelves that have stuff on, that's part of the Shelf Obsessed mod. And also I made a couple of extra splitter plugs, so we can now do 5x5 quarry designs, which is this size. The 150 size is massive. Like if you pick this up, hang on one sec, it's going to be very dark. If you pick this thing up and hold it in your hands, you can't even see where you're going. It's that big. Like you can't even see where you're placing it. So we have absolutely tons and tons of stone ready to be harvested from these things. So to use them, you're going to need to get some extra chisels. And I have spent some time crafting them out of copper. I don't know which ones are which, like which one gives you which block. So we're going to make all three. We've got a wedge chisel. We've got a rough cut chisel. Oh, okay, the rough cut doesn't need a stick. And we've got the finishing chisel. That does need a stick. I also spent some time doing some cooking and filling up these cabinets. Unfortunately, I think all the ice is melted now, yeah. But it's still keeping these relatively cool. 50 days on each pie. That's pretty good. Oops, we don't need... Okay, we'll take the pie then. We'll take the pie and we'll eat that. I do have some burnt bread on me. It's not the best, so we'll grab the pie. Also, our Generation 2 cat Tiddles here has had not one, but two little babies. Two little cold babies on the windowsill. So we have Chubbs, and we've got a cat called Dog. They are Generation 1? Generation 1. Oh. Yeah, Generation 1. I thought this cat was Generation 1 and these would be Generation 2, but okay, we'll see what happens with that. We might actually need to have both cats Generation 1 to get Generation 2. It's not like that with farm animals, but it might be with cats. Now, I was going to turn this big old barrel of lime water into mortar, but apparently, to make mortar, it's not quick lime, it's actually slaked lime, which is 4 quick lime for every piece of water, and that also requires cooking the lime. So I messed up and I wasted 50 lime on that, but at least we can use it to make leather. Speaking of leather, I now have 7 pieces, which is not enough to increase our inventory, which is what we were going to do today. We've got 3 more scraped medium hides in there, so hopefully in about half a day they'll turn into leather and we can do that. Okay, so while we're here, let's also check the date. It's now 5th of December on year 1, so I have no idea what day that makes it, but that's the date. Yeah, it's been a while. It's probably been about a month or two since the last video. We'll get the lime cooking. 20 something is going to make 10 quick lime. That's not as good as I was hoping, but it will do. Okay, now that we can actually see what we're doing, let's go for a quick inventory upgrade. So, the mining bag, linen sack, and 2 plates of either bronze or better. So I'm using iron because bronze is actually harder to come by for me right now than iron. So mining bag. This gives us 12 storage slots, but it can only hold stones, ores, minerals, and metals. Now, that sounds not the best. Actually, let's switch those around so it's at the bottom. Doesn't sound the best, but it actually is really, really good. We can store so much more stuff. We're always going to have like rocks and stuff like that, mining things in our inventory, so that's really good to have. Considering these are 5 and this is 12. Big upgrade. We also want to make some leather bags, but we need 8 leather for that, and I've only got 7 left. I also want to use some of this leather to make a recurve bow. Okay, in that case, we're using the bamboo because I do not have any oak logs. Raw bow stave. This thing, we're going to have to lean up against something, right? Or put it on a tool rack, and we'll leave that to dry, and eventually we can make a recurve bow. Let's get to the quarry mod stuff. So we want to be able to... actually, before I show the pallets, sorry, I'm just teasing you now. This thing, Rubble storage from the quarry mod. Now this thing, you can actually throw stones in here, your rocks. Let's get them all in there. And then with this thing, the copper rubble... Oh, it doesn't have to be copper, but the rubble hammer from the quarry mod. You can then bash it up with the right click. That turns it into sand. Can I select... How do we do gravel? Ah, okay. So if you empty hand click, you can choose which you want to set it to. So I had it locked on sand, which is why I was only making sand. Now that I've pressed this, it's now locked on gravel. And as I bash with that, it's going to turn it into gravel. So you can basically turn your rocks into either sand or gravel. Oh, wait. You can actually put this in there? Can I put these in? Can I put any tool in these? Oh, my... Is it only mining related tools? Oh, yes. Okay, but that's great. We can have like the pickaxe and stuff in that extra slots. Anyway, chisels. Let's get onto the quarry mod chisels. So, once you've got your pallets, you basically go to them with your different quarry mod chisels. This one, the wedge chisel. What does this give us? Oh, we need a hammer. What does this give us? Oh, yes. That's the ashlar blocks. Okay, so this is going to be like the most important one for me, the wedge, because ashlar blocks are going to be amazing. And with these, we can craft bricks as well as dry stone. Also, this mixed dry stone looks cool, but you need like every type of stone. How do we do the bricks? So with this, we need all of that and the mortar, which is why we're trying to get the quicklime going. Now, with the rough cut, we get... Oh, yes, we get the regular... shale stone. Now this is going to be amazing because this means we can make tons and tons of lanterns without spending hours and hours digging out the stone for it. The modded lanterns, that is. And the finishing chisels, this should give us the smoothed version. Yeah, there we go. And that is the polished version there. Not my favorite, to be honest. It's nice, but it's got borders and that makes it a little tough to blend in with other blocks. But the bricks and the raw stone is amazing, and that's the main reason we're getting all of this. And if you look at the tooltip at the top, we've still got 98 pieces in there. So I can grab tons of this, absolutely tons and tons of stone for us to start building with. So yeah, super cool. Eventually we will have like some kind of building for these, like have a builder's yard with all of our different stone blocks set out. I was going to have some in the lantern shop, but we'll just put some lanterns in there. Maybe stick some of these out the back. Okay, now I also want to have a pond out the front of our lantern shop here. I've got a little basic rectangle one. I will chisel it to make it more round and look a bit natural and cooler. But the reason I want to have a pond out the front is these... Hang on, stop going there. Yes, on the angle like that. These cool little floaty lanterns. This one looks like a boat. It's even cooler. Unfortunately, they don't move. I was hoping that they would kind of just float around in the water. They don't move, but they look cool nonetheless. And I may, in the future... The plan was to have a fountain in the bee farm, the new bee farm that I'm going to make here. It's Probably not going to work out having the fountain that I envisioned, but we might have just like a little circle with fountain thing with some floaty lights in there. That'll just add to the vibes, and also some lighting because things get real dark around here. Oh, and it looks like the leather's done. No, it's not going to be done. It still needs to go in the... Yeah, okay. Still 6 leather out of this, so that's not bad. Still needs to go in the strong tannin for 5 days, though. 4.5 days. That's going to be a while. But hopefully we can get the inventory upgrades done for this episode, as well as the bow. Okay, let's take the water out of there. Get rid of that. This thing has 1 liter storage, right? Or 2? 3. Okay, you know what? We'll take that. We'll drink 1. And it's got 2 liters left. So 2 liters in there. 8 quick lime. Turns into slaked lime. Thank God, finally. And then... I need 8 sand to get... Oh, that's quite a lot, actually. 64 mortar. Does that go in this slot? No, it doesn't. That's not bad. Right, let's get rid of this bucket because it's slowing me down. Well, let's clear out some inventory. Actually, let's keep a stack of those. Actually, hang on. If we've got 64 mortar, that means... And 1 gives us 2. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, also now that we've got mortar, it means that I can finally make that chimney that I tried to make like 6 episodes ago. We have a red brick chimney. Where's my chisel? Let's get rid of this. My inventory is such a mess. We desperately need these upgrades. Okay, chisel that thing to turn it into a decorative. And then, is that going to smoke? Oh, we'll make the decorative. Oh yes, and then the decorative definitely smokes. And then we can now put this on top of our chimney and it will actually give us smoke. Oh yes, a little smoke trail coming from the house. You could also right click with some chiseled blocks to make this look like that, but to be honest, I'm just going to hide it like this. We'll have a nice beefy chimney with some smoke coming out of it. But for some future stuff, we will hide it and decorate them, make them look nice and cool. And we also need to put some display. Ooh, reinforce yourself. What the hell? I don't know what that's all about. Apparently, if you press F with this plum and square, it says you can reinforce yourself. It also says great for reinforcing blocks. I had no idea that was a thing. No idea what it does. Anyway, we need to put some some example models of lanterns in our lantern shop. We got one there. Also, if you put these paper ones, that is not what I wanted. If you put them like on the side of a wall, so this has got, it gets like a little attachment. Alright, and let's get the Chinese one up here. Yeah, this one gets its own little shelf to sit on. Super cool. I did want to have like some different coloured ones in here, but it's going to be a bit of a pain to get the different dyes. When I first looked, things weren't quite as easy as they look now. But yeah, I'll try and get some different dyes cooked up. That's the yellow. The green just needs dry grass, apparently. The red I tried before. Yeah, this was the one I looked at, and it was just a pain because crushed cinnabar. I have not even found that yet. Black. I wonder if that will have like black lighting as well. Rusty gears. Some of these we will have to play around with, but that means more flax, more parchment, all loads of expensive things and time. Okay, I also made a couple of red clay planters, and we need to get these fired up. So let's throw these in the pit kiln. Oh, also let's quickly check on the animals. I know we have. What is going on with this? It's because they're half slopes, maybe. We have absolute... How did you get out? Go on. We have absolutely tons of chickens. Tons. I don't see any... Oh, we do have a single male, I think. Maybe 2. I don't know. Tons of chickens. We need to sort this out. We need to put those upstairs and kill off the younger generation. We also have a baby goat. And some more kittens. Generation 1. I'm just going to leave. Oh. But why'd the baby pigs grow up so fast? These were babies, like, not even like a day or two ago. Okay, we got 1 male, 2 males, 3 males, 4 males. That was not the best. Not the best little brood of babies there. Also, in between episodes, I did actually have a bear spawn over here, and luckily I was able to shut the barn doors in time before he ran in there and killed everything. Man, I just love walking through. Walking around in wintertime is just amazing. Oh, there's fish. Okay, now I also spent the night cooking up a load of bread so that we can do some trading. So, what are you buying today, Tibble? You are buying a leather poncho. Okay, you're buying flax bread, you're buying rice bread, and spelt. Okay, I've got flax and I've got spelt. So, you'll give me 3 gears. Okay. And what was the other one? Flax. You'll give me 2 gears. So, 5 gears. We can't really buy a whole lot with that, can we? Oh, you're also buying rye. Oh, lovely. Well, we got tons of that. So now we got 8 gears. Another 3 of that. So, we could really come back and sell some charcoal, but 1 gear for 12 pieces is not really that great. I need my charcoal. Cool. Let's take these 8 gears, and we're going to head over towards the iron mine. I need to grab my other pickaxe, fresh pickaxe. We'll head towards the iron mine, and we will see... My god, isn't it just beautiful walking around in wintertime? We will see what we can buy from the trader there, because he was a furniture guy. I'd like to get some paintings and some decoration stuff, just to add to the interior of the lantern shop. So I'm going to grab my pick and I'm going to head out through the teleporter and we'll see what he's got. Okay, was it this guy? Was it this guy that's the furniture trader? Yeah. Hey. He is. Okay, so 8 gears for 1 painting. Bro, that is rough. Some cool doors. I'm 1 short of getting a lantern. Okay, well, in that case, we've got 8 gears. We're going to buy 1 painting. Which should we get? There's a cow, the bog fort, and the castle ruin. The castle ruin one looks cool with the water and stuff, but cow. I'm buying the cow. I just realized also that I thought I was going to the iron mine, but I'm not going. I'm going a completely different direction entirely, so I guess I'm going back home now. Okay, now let's also get some different colored dyes, because it would be nice to have some different colors. This one, we got 10 liters. 10 pieces of dry grass will give us 10 liters of green dye. That's nice. And then, in this one, excuse me, little chubs, if we put 10 onions, this should turn into yellow dye. Could use heather, but I'm 2 pieces short. And over here, we got 4 liters of water. 4 blue lupines should give us some cyan. Okay, so we got the painting up. I think this is the best place for a little cow painting. We'll add some more stone lanterns to this side eventually, but I need a new chisel for all that stuff. Let's get these planters down. I think... Oh, I don't want you... Don't want you on the side like that. Go straight. Just like that. Right, and we've got some saplings. And we got ourselves some cool little bonsai trees. Oh, yes. Oh yes, this is a great idea. Saplings and a planter makes a little mini tree. Looks amazing. We could put them in the corners, but I think there's the best place. Or should we As a question, do I get the sapling back if I break it? Oh wait, I don't even need to ask that. I've got carry on. I just move it. There we go. Although, straight please. Thank you. Do we go... I think that's going to look better, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the way. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do to it now. I think I'm going to add a couple more lanterns, as I say. I'll probably move this chest as well. Maybe some chairs at the front by the desk, but other than that, this is finished. We are not doing any more to this. I also changed up the back a little bit. Little smiley face there. And that, yeah, we're not doing any more. This has been too much time. I could take these little gargoyles, side gargoyles, and put them on here, but to be honest, it doesn't really need it. No one really looks at the back. The only time we're looking at the back is when we do some farming. So we're going to call it there. I've actually got a blue lantern up here. I'm thinking we take this. Sorry, Berry Bush, go back. But yeah, I'm thinking we take this blue one and we switch it for one of these. So at least we get some kind of variation. Well, this is a problem. I was trying to make a fountain and the water just goes straight through chiseled blocks. So seems I'm gonna have to set this down and we'll just have like a little lip around it, but the actual water will be in the ground here. Okay, well it's just about morning time, and I think I've finally done it. I've finished off these two little ponds with our floaty lanterns, and the inside is pretty much finished. I've locked the cat in here, so I've got to be careful. No, you stay in here so you don't drown in those ponds. Got bonsai trees. I still need to add a few more lanterns, but let's be real, I need lanterns around the place to light things up, so I think any more that I make I'm going to actually use. But when we get some sparesies, we'll store them there for show. We've also got a few barrels of coloured dye, which is going to bring us on to the next thing. I've made a little fountain pond thing. It didn't go quite as planned at the start, but we've improved it somewhat. Let's get 4. I need to remember how to do this. Do I? Okay, let's try that again. If I pick this dye up with the bucket, will you let me dye these? You will. Okay, beautiful. 4 of those. Let's put that back. We've already got some blue, so let's get 4 green. Throw that back in, and 4 cyan. I want to make red, but I don't know where to find cinnabar at this point. And back in there. Okay, now we've got some boards. Let's go with a circular one of these. I made some more candles. There we go. Oh, that just came out as a square. Okay, well, that's fine. Green light, yellow light, and a cyan light. We're gonna throw these on here. I've harvested all the bees, moved a populated one down here. I think this one by the torch. Yeah, this one here. It's winter, so they're not really gonna repopulate, but hopefully by spring these will all start sprouting up. I'll try and fill this whole place. As you can see, we've got poles, fences ready to go for loads and loads of skips. We'll have absolutely tons of honey coming in. And I got a little pond here. It didn't work. I wanted to have it raised up. It didn't quite work out, but it'll work just like this. And we're gonna throw some multicolored lights in. That's cyan? Why does it look white? Okay. Yellow, that looks white. And a green, that also looks white. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that might be bugged. Well, I'll have to wait until nighttime and see if these actually give out the colors they say. Yeah, I mean, I pick it up and it's the same. Can I place it down? Yeah, but the multicolored ones, I want to stay out here because inside the colored light looks a bit strange, but out here with all the flowers and stuff, it should look pretty cool. Also, on the subject of lanterns, let's get a regular vintage story lantern. Where is it? Not here. Show me. Is it? Can you not make it with copper? Does it have to be bronze? Okay, yeah, you can make a copper one. Okay, sweet. The regular old Terra Firma Craft looking vintage story lanterns. Can I place it on the... No? Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's a block, and then this is a separate block. You know what's going to have to happen? Yep, we're going to have to craft them together, and we're going to have to place a layer of this, pull it out, and then I should be able to put my lantern on top, just like that. Yes, okay. Well, that is gonna... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, more chiseling. It's only been like 10, 12 hours worth of chiseling to get this episode finished, but another 15 minutes won't hurt, right? I don't have a problem, I swear. I can quit any time. Okay, that's it. No more. I'm putting the chisel down. It's finally finished. Holy crap. It's been a long time trying to put this thing together, but we have a decent looking building with a decent looking interior finally, so let's appreciate it. Cat's asleep back there. Let's take a quick look at the outside as well. Oh yeah. Finally. I can finally move on to something else. Next episode, we're definitely getting some wind power going. I'm going to research how it actually works, because my god, does it look complicated. I cannot figure out how it actually works, so I'm going to have to look at some tutorials. But we've made a decent start on a second bee farm. We finally finished that. We've got some... In fact, no, wait, that's one thing. We needed to improve the inventory to finish this episode. How long have we got left on this? 0.6 of a day. Okay. 0.6 of a day. So I suppose I'm going to hang around taking some screenshots for the thumbnail. And come nighttime, we will check this out. And hopefully have some leather to make a leather backpack and expand our inventory. And also hopefully make that recurve bow. Let's quickly check on this bow stave. Is it dry yet? Raw recurve bow stave. Why are you not drying? 60% dried. Okay, well, the bow might have to wait. Okay, well, fur babies are still fur babies. It should be... Oh, the leather's not done yet, but the lanterns are working. I see green, I see yellow, I see a little bit of cyan over there. It looks alright, man. I should probably get some different ones. Hopefully red and maybe purple or pink or something to kind of contrast that. This thing is like so close. 0.1 of a day. Hurry up. If I jump on it, will it go quicker? Hurry up, dude. Oh, it's finally done. Hallelujah. 6 leather. And how much? I had 7 more in here. Yeah. So 13. I think we need 1 for the bow. What's this at now? 68%. Okay, yeah, we need 1 for the recurve bow. We need 8 pieces for every leather backpack to increase our inventory. And I also want to make one of these antler mounts. So that's another 1. So that's 10. And we'll have 3 left over. We'll save that for some more backpack upgrades in the future. But let's get this going. Leather backpack. Oh, yes. Let's quickly drop everything out of my inventory. Drop the bag, and we'll put this. Let's see how many more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Imagine 3 leather bags and a mining sack. We're gonna be literally maxed out this whole thing. 2 of those, and we have a shield antler mount. Let's get these. I did get like an insanely cool set of antlers here, so hopefully these look pretty cool on the wall. So let's throw that up there, and bam. That's looking pretty good. This lantern was supposed to be up there with the farm. We've already got 1. There was 2. The blue one was there, but this room is just... It's bad. We need a light in here big time, so this is going in here for now. Okay, so what the... Are you following me? Oh no. Heavy temporal storm. Are you following me? Like, asleep? That was so weird. You saw that too, right? What was that? Why are you here? Why are you here? I can't tell you to follow me. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Oh, no. We might lose Chubbs. He's, like, out in the cold. And I can't... Yeah. Okay, anyway. That was weird. Yeah, we did a fountain. We did a thing. We'll try and get some more colours in here. Pink, purple, or something like that to give it a bit more contrast. Big old disco going on in here. I need to get an animal cage quickly and get this guy trapped. Okay, I may have lost that kitten, that moonwalking kitten. It's just disappeared in the snow. I'm gonna have to have a look for it. Let's just take another quick look at the lantern shop. It's finally finished, so I can move on. Now that we got some bricks, crap loads of stone from our quarry mod stuff, I'm gonna start making a backlog of bricks and we can start working on a windmill. I'm not going to be able to put as much detail into the rest of the builds, all of the builds, as this. I'll try and do it for most of them, but not every build is going to be as detailed as this, because otherwise it's going to take absolutely hundreds and hundreds of hours. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and I'm going to have to start learning how the cogs and the wheels and the wind power works so that we can start getting onto that. I know that the higher up it goes, the better it works, so we're going to do it somewhere around here, have it going up quite high. But yeah, all of that is going to have to wait for the next episode. Thank you for watching. Peace. You know, sometimes I'll make a mistake, or I'll miss something, and I just won't see it. I can be zoomed right in on it, and I still won't see it until I'm editing the video. And that's exactly what happened here. I've missed a few bits on this. I've missed the pattern on the goldfish from where I had to move it across, and I missed a couple of bubbles that I took away but didn't actually replace with anything. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix this up. Okay, now that is actually finished. Check it. Could you look how hard that is to see? Oh my god. There he is. Oh, and when they sit down, that's why I couldn't find him. Because when they sit down, you cannot see them at all. Anyway. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen. Get in the damn crate, Chubbs. There we go. We got him. Peace.